Do you sit at your desk at work feeling so exhausted that even the thought of the future feels overwhelming? You glance at the clock, just hoping that the hours pass faster. You catch yourself counting down to Friday, living for the weekend, and finally feeling that brief sense of relief on Saturday. But by the time Sunday rolls around, anxiety starts to creep back in, and you feel trapped all over again. Sound familiar? Studies have shown that an estimated 75 to 80% of the population does not know their purpose, leaving them feeling constantly drained, disengaged, and weary. Have you ever paused, looked around, and asked yourself, why am I here? What's the point of this endless cycle? Am I just surviving, or am I supposed to be doing something more? Once you ask this question, the only possible answer is yes. This is an indication that you are in discovery mode to find your purpose, and I will give you 3 easy steps using this amazing concept to live the life you truly deserve. And if you stick around to the end of this video, you will be treated to a fascinating bonus step. James, a close friend of mine, shared his experience about working in a corporate job as an accountant many years ago. This job was not his ideal career choice, but he wanted to fulfill a dream of his father. James recounted that in the initial stages, he enjoyed his job as he was able to put his learnings into practice, and he made a decent salary. After about 3 years, however, he began to feel lethargy and anxiety, a sense of trepidation, especially when it comes to getting out of bed in the mornings. Now, James, being a healthy, active, energetic soul, thought to himself, something is missing. I've been there. We all have. That gnawing feeling that maybe you're not living up to your full potential, or that your life lacks meaning beyond the daily grind. Purpose is the reason we do what we do, but finding your life's purpose is the deeper calling that makes life not just bearable, but truly fulfilling. So, if you've ever found yourself asking, why am I here? Keep watching, because you were definitely made for something greater, something extraordinary. You need to hear this, and you need to hear the 3 steps James adopted, which changed everything. Purpose is more than a job title, a paycheck, or even a passion project. It is the reason you wake up in the morning with energy and drive. It's what makes the hard times worth enduring and the victories even sweeter. Without purpose, we end up going through the motions, living for weekends, vacations, or temporary highs. But deep down, we know there's something missing. The Bible speaks profoundly about purpose. In Jeremiah 29:11, God tells us, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." God has designed each of us with a specific purpose in mind. You weren't created randomly or aimlessly. So James found himself in a state where he was no longer feeling fulfilled and needed to identify what happens next. The time and space between asking what's next and discovering your purpose can be uncomfortable and sometimes quite discouraging. But finding your purpose isn't always straightforward. We get lost in the noise, work obligations, societal expectations, fear of failure. It becomes easy to push aside the deeper questions in favor of the immediate ones. What's next on my to-do list? Or when's the next paycheck? Or when is the weekend? One evening, while he was aimlessly scrolling, James recalled watching a program on TV where someone was speaking about a concept that was so intriguing, it sparked his curiosity. A light bulb went off, and his entire world opened up. What James discovered is called ikigai, a Japanese concept that translates to reason for being, or the thing that makes life worth living. This philosophy is centered around finding purpose and meaning in life, which leads to a sense of fulfillment, joy, and happiness. The concept encourages persons to reflect on what truly motivates and satisfies them, combining various aspects of life such as passion, profession, mission, and vocation. According to Ikigai, the first of the 3 steps to finding your purpose is: discover what you love. What is your passion? The things you enjoy doing that brings you joy and makes you feel alive. Step 2. What you are good at. Your natural talents and abilities allow you to contribute something meaningful. And the third step is considering what the world needs. Think about activities that help others or fulfill a societal need, making your efforts impactful beyond yourself. In essence, your Ikigai is your personal reason for waking up in the mornings and living with intention. Discovering your life's purpose can be rewarding and enriching. James, with glee in his eyes as he reminisced on that moment when he knew exactly what his purpose was. This has been his passion for as long as he can remember. He loves children, and he wanted to be of service to those who were considered to be less fortunate among us. Are you a teacher who is happy in your profession, but dreams of opening a school to expand your influence? Go for it. Are you a freelancer but have a passion for public service? Go for it. Purpose is the heartbeat of progress. Without it, you're alive but barely living. Here's the truth. Your purpose could be your chosen career path, but it is not limited to your job or career. It's not defined by how much money you make or the accolades you collect. Purpose is about aligning your life with what truly matters to you, and more importantly, to God. You were made for a life that reflects His design for you. The 2 most important days in your life, according to Mark Twain, are the day you were born and the day you find out why. This quote reflects a belief that discovering your purpose in life is just as crucial as life itself. It highlights the importance of not only existing, but also understanding the meaning and purpose behind that existence. James found his why, and so he enrolled in medical school, became a doctor, and is now doing healthcare missions all over the world. Purpose isn't easy. In fact, living out your life's purpose often involves stepping into difficult, uncomfortable spaces. As I can imagine, James going to medical school demanded time and money among other sacrifices. But every challenge is an opportunity to grow. The Bible encourages us to consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Every setback you face on the path to your purpose is preparing you for what's ahead. Finding your life's purpose is not to serve you, it is to serve others. The journey to purpose is not one we travel alone. God is eager to lead us if we're willing to trust Him. Start with what you know, serve where you can, grow where you're planted, and trust that God will guide you to your purpose as you remain faithful. And now, here's my bonus step for identifying your life's purpose. Think about what you loved to do as a child. That thing you were so passionate about. It makes your whole world come alive. Think about what makes you sad whenever your ability to do this is threatened. That will help to answer your why. A life without purpose is like a song without a melody, full of sound but lacking harmony. Finding your purpose is one of the most fulfilling journeys you'll ever take. It's about discovering the reason God put you on this earth and aligning your life with that calling. You were not made to count down the days until the weekend or drift aimlessly through life. You were created with a purpose, for a purpose. So I ask you, what is your why? If you haven't found it yet, don't worry. The journey has just begun, and it's never too late to discover the life God has designed for you. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and share your thoughts on what purpose means to you. Thanks for watching.